pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Young passes to Labissiere. Kicks to Wiggins. Clock at 6. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Lowry has the open look. No good with the triple. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young against Lowry. Young's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Siakam looking around, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Ross passes to Labissiere. So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 1. Ring shot on the way.
On top of being a high-level run and jump athlete, Siakam shows great lateral speed. He can guard both on the perimeter and in the post.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. That shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Ross with it. Now Thomas defending. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Free throw good from Ross. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Passes it to Labissiere. It's intercepted. Fast break, Toronto. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And DeRozan throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could try for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Young, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
DeRozan on the wing. Over Wiggins. And that one hits back iron.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
No good from Ross.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Young against Lowry. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. From deep. Another miss by DeRozan. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Over Lowry. Young's shot is off.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period. 1:39
left to play in the first quarter. Back to Lowry. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Lowry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hayes, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Anderson comes in for Labissiere. And it's Aminu in for Ross. Young scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Here's McCall, defended by Young. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Another three for Atlanta. And here are the Raptors now. Here's McCall. Over Young. Another shot. And it's DeRozan missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set, now accomplished.
My defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, McCaw is out there with DeRozan. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot. Here's Wiggins. Goes back up. Hayes, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Toronto now. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCaw. Lock at 6 to the wing on the left. Here's Gasol. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
With that height, Marc Gasol will always be able to get off his shot from mid-range.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstar?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade's, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
Count it.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Takes it out to Siakam. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Wiggins passes to Aminu. Kid Gilchrist looking around. Young for 3, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Boucher's shot is off. The Hawks leading. Inside. And Dedmon throws it down.
And above the rim finisher, Dedmon gets most of his points right at the rack.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's McCall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Siakam on target from 13 feet.
This speaks to Siakam's all-around game. You're going to give me the mid-range jumper, I'll take it.
Young passes to Aminu. Wiggins against Siakam. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What I love now, Siakam can put the ball on the floor. He wasn't asked to do a lot of that in college, but he never stops improving.
So both teams making some changes here.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight tape.
Reason why, he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Three-pointer, Lowry bangs home the trifecta. Lowry's got 9.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Ross. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lowry from outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Scal Labissière's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. 1:39 left to play in the first half. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Labissière. Capella dishes to Young. Pass to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Toronto grabs the miss. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Lowry can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Young, and they pick up 2. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Up top to Rosen. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Ibaka, no luck. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Ross. Banked in off the glass. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
Siakam finds Thomas. Down low. And Capella sends it back. And he recovers it.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
From deep.
I love Kyle Lowry's commitment at the defensive end of the floor. He's a hard-nosed player.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we'll go hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. They've got Terrence Ross, Labissiere out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Young.
Oh, here he comes! That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Here's Siakam, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
They throw good. Siakam. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
And Capella sends it back. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. On the wing, DeRozan. He's guarded by Ross. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from DeMar DeRozan.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
Wiggins drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wiggins. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve, able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Trying to get open is Ibaka. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Lowry.
Phenomenal concentration by Lowry. He has made a living off getting buckets over physical defense.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Siakam. Shoots, Hayes, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Aminu comes in for Ross. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. It's rebounded by Hayes. Aminu down low. Now recovering. Wiggins drives in. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Here's Boucher, defended by Young. Shot clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Anderson with the block. To the inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. And 12 points for Trae Young.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's McCall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Feeds it to Gasol. Over Hayes. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Marc Gasol.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Some changes for Toronto. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Siakam. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for McCall. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Wiggins, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice read there from Lowry. Saw that his best option was to pull up for the jumper.
The pass to Young. Lowry brings the double. Aminu, no one around him. DeRozan with the rebound.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. DeRozan against Anderson. Young, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. No shot off that time. Nice D from DeRozan. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer, Lowry. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Atlanta Hawks. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The heart of this team, Lowry and DeRozan, the 1 and the 2. Marc Gasol is out there with Ibaka, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Ross against Lowry. Ross kicks to Dedmon. Passes it to Labissiere. Young for 3, and the foul called on Skal Labissiere. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And here's DeRozan to take the lead. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. The Hawks leading 3-on-3. It's Young on the wing, now recovering, and the jam by Ross.
Well, you know that Ross can throw it down. Nice one right there.
Pass to Ibaka. Lowry against Young. And it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from Lowry.
Ibaka comes with the double team. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
DeRozan with it. Takes the 13-footer. A shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Capella. Now Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Labissiere. To the middle. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Thomas. And so Thomas will bring it up for Toronto. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the wing, DeRozan. Looking to get it going. Just 5 on the clock. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Ross with it, now guarded by DeRozan. Ross kicks to Young. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now the pass to DeRozan. Lock at 6. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
Siakam is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And a change for the Hawks. Wiggins is checked in.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Wiggins has got 10 points here in the second half. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Lowry against Young. Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Skal Labissiere.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency.
And the first one drops. We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They're able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Misses the wing J. Young against DeRozan, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
And Labissiere is astonishingly good in these spots because he's a big target. When his team needs a bucket, he oftentimes delivers.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ibaka's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks trail by 5. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
Here's Siakam, and Labissiere sends it back.
And I like how aggressive Labissiere is on defense, using that wide frame to turn back shots.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Young against Lowry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
He's able to hit the second one, and that turns the lead to 6.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
DeRozan finds Lowry. Over Young. That's good from Lowry on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 5 assists in the game. Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 8. 1:30 left to play here in the 4th. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. Lowry against Young. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And that one drops for him.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Lowry with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Labissiere finds Young, but they'll get another chance. From deep three-point range, Atlanta gets it back. Lets it go with the 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.